So Russia wanted to get back Constantinople. But the Ottoman Empire controlled the Holy Land. So when they were ready to get the Holy Land from the Ottomans and restore a state of Israel and bring the Jews back to the Holy Land, they needed a war. They needed a big war, and they needed to get the Ottoman Empire against them. Okay? But all through the centuries, Britain and France had been allies of the Ottoman Empire. Britain and France. And Russia was always the enemy. The biggest enemy of all was Russia. All the wars that they fought against Russia. Great hatred for Russia. That's the Ottomans. So how can we get the Ottoman Empire involved in a big war? But Ottomans must not be on our side. Simple. In 1907, Britain and France made an alliance with Russia. That must have been like a thunderbolt for the Ottomans. Britain and France make an alliance with Russia. But how can you get Russia to become our ally? Answer, you offer them Constantinople. The Russians will be delighted. So Britain and France made a secret treaty with Russia, offering to them Constantinople if war breaks out. Once the alliance with Russia was made, it meant that when war breaks out, and everybody knows war is coming, the Ottomans cannot join the war on the side of Britain and France because Russia would then become their ally. So it's a game of chess. Chess. You put all the pieces together to checkmate them. So there's only one road open. Only one road open for the Ottoman Empire, and that is to make an alliance with Germany. That's what they wanted. You see? So when the war broke out in 1914, I'm doing your homework for you now. If you had to do the research to get this that I'm giving you, it would take you a long time. When war broke out in 1914, okay, the Ottoman Empire is on the losing side. And the Russian troops are advancing. And by 1917 it was all over. By 1917, the Russian troops are now closing in on Constantinople. And Russia is rubbing her hands in glee. We're going to get back Constantinople now. But the Zionists did not want Russia to get Constantinople. So what did they do? Just before Russian troops could take Constantinople, the Zionists struck and had a revolution in Russia and killed the whole royal family and brought about a new regime in Russia. It was called the Bolshevik Revolution. It was essentially an atheist revolution to destroy the Christian foundations of Russia. So from 1917, Russia is under the control of Gog and Magog. From 1917. When they overthrew the regime in Russia called the Tsar, and they took control of government, most of them were Jews, they then withdrew Russia from the war. So the Russian troops could not advance to Constantinople. And then they published the secret treaty, made it public. That Britain and France had made a secret treaty with Russia that they would give Constantinople to Russia. See? Then they took Russia and they transformed it into the Soviet Union, which was an atheist state. And the idea was to destroy the Christian foundations of Russia. So it will cease to be ruled. And then Russia became a nuclear power. This is Gog and Magog. It is Gog and Magog which made Russia a nuclear power. And then Russia became a satellite. Yeah, satellites. And missile technology and so on. This is Gog and Magog. So that's why I came to the conclusion that Russia was Magog. But then, in the 1980s, alhamdulillah, transformation began to take place. And the Berlin Wall collapsed. And then the Soviet Union collapsed. And guess what? Russia is now returning to Christianity. Russia is becoming Rome once again. See? And so it was wrong for me to say that Russia was Magog and the Anglo-American-Israeli alliance was God. That was wrong. I corrected that mistake in my second edition. The answer is that Gog and Magog were present in both camps, and they still have some foothold in Russia. And Gog and Magog are leading both camps to clash. They want these two superpowers to clash with each other.